Welcome back, Cyber Explorers. It's Alfie, and in this video we'll explore together with this step-by-step guide how to install Windows on an HDD, SSD, no USB drive required. So without further ado, let's get right into it. This method uses EasyBCD and a small partition on your hard drive to act like a virtual bootable USB. Here's the process explained clearly. Tools you need: a Windows ISO, Windows 10 or 11, downloaded from Microsoft. EasyBCD, boot configuration tool, free for home use. Enough free space on your drive to create a 10 GB partition. Create a virtual boot partition. Open Disk Management, Windows key plus X, then select Disk Management. Shrink your main drive C by about 10 GB, 10,240 MB in my case. I will shrink 9 GB, 9,216 MB, and extend the partition to take the 1 GB from the recovery partition during Windows Setup Disk Partitioning screen. Create a new simple volume using the unallocated space. Copy Windows Setup files. Mount the Windows ISO, right-click, then select Mount. Copy all files from the mounted ISO into the new 10 GB partition. Now that partition contains the full Windows installer. Configure boot with EasyBCD. Install and open EasyBCD. Go to Add New Entry, WinPE tab. Select WIM image, RAM disk, as the type. Browse to the new 10 GB partition. Sources folder. Select boot.wim. Name the entry, for example, Windows Installer, and click Add. In Edit Boot menu, make sure both entries appear, your current Windows, the new Windows Installer option. Boot into Installer, restart your PC. At boot, choose the Windows Installer entry. The system will boot into Windows Setup, exactly like a USB installer. Follow the normal installation steps. Delete the old system partitions, but do not delete the installer partition. Select the remaining unallocated space to install Windows, and proceed with the Windows installation. Windows will install, reboot several times, and guide you through OOBE, or out-of-box experience, region, keyboard, account setup. Finalize. Once finished, you'll have a fresh Windows installation. You can keep the installer partition for future reinstalls, or delete it later via disk management. If you delete it, you may want to adjust partitions, remove then recreate recovery partition, extend C, etc. And that's it for today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and don't forget to activate the notification bell so you won't miss out on any new uploads. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you later.